Salvete Skimpoli. Wow. What's going on here? Whoa, whoa. What do we got? We found out that Adamus is the creator of the golem. Septimius crying. Medea's throwing fireballs. Cersei's God knows what's going on with her. What? Huh? So we got to figure out what's going to happen. So Septimia is asking, look, if we don't have, there's no universal scroll, how are we going to get the golem? Because we need a scroll to control it. The scroll's missing. It's gone. Someone else has it. That's why it's a problem. That's why it's hunting us. Someone wants us dead for some reason. Someone else has the scroll, and now there's no universal scroll. There's no universal remote to hit stop and tell it to stop. So how are we going to, how do we defeat it? How do we get rid of it? So Omnes Deus Tacebat, after Adamus says that he's the creator, everyone Omnes Deus Tacebat, everyone was silent for a long time. Then Septimia Regawit, Septimia asked, Atque commodo golem vinceris? So how do we conquer the golem then, you know? So what do we do then? So how do we conquer the golem? Holum solum volumen id coecere potest, Adamus said. Only as the scroll is able to control it, id here being the pronoun for it. Only the scroll is able to control it, Adamus said. Sed debetus plus agere quam solum id vincere. But you must do more than only conquer it or beat it. Right? You must do more than just overcome it. So you must do, but debetus, you ought to. Agere, remember agere means do, drive, or discuss. So just do. You ought to do more, plus, quam, than only conquer it, only overcome it. Debetus, it destruere. Oh, you ought to destroy it. Said Quomodo, Septimia Regawit, but how? Septimia asked. Okay, here we go. Debetis primam litteram in eus fronteam scriptam removere, Adamus inquit. Oh, you must remove the first letter, primam litteram, in scriptum, written on its forehead, fronte. You must remove the first letter on its forehead, Adamus said. What? What? Huh? All right, so in order to understand this, you got to know a little bit about golems. And in many traditions and the surrounding golems, this is how you get rid of it. You have to get rid of one of now. There's the it's stone, so it's carved in there. It's carved into the forehead. So you've got to get rid of it. This one letter, which is harder to do, right? You got to erase, remove the first letter on its forehead. Now I put what it looks like often in legend. This first one, the top one in Hebrew being emet, meaning truth. So what you have is, if you remember, if you know anything about Hebrew, it goes from right to left, not left to right. Which, take it from me, when you're pasting into a document then and keep forgetting, you keep hitting backspace and it knows you're in Hebrew font. It keeps it backspaces from the other side of the screen. Gets kind of confusing. Anyway, so if you see there, it looks like, from our vantage, from what we were used to from left to right, it looks like it has the same first two letters and the last one is missing. But actually, what it is the first, it goes left to right. It goes right to left, excuse me. So it has the first letter is missing in the second one down here. Okay. So this one right here is only two letters, and this one up here is three, and it's the first letter that has been taken off because it goes from right to left as opposed to left to right. So it looks like it's the last letter, but it's actually the first in Hebrew. Okay. And so the idea is that you is that you that the word that's on his forehead is emet, meaning truth, and if you take off a letter, now it spells met, meaning death, and that does it. Okay, well that can't be too hard, I guess, except for the fact that you have to get close enough and somehow remove it when it's written in stone, literally, without him crushing you to death. So that might be hard. Let's see if they comment on that tomorrow when we do this again. I'll see you then. Walete Discipoli.